be one of the favorites and still a surprise to a lot of people in the crowds. And speaking of surprises, I wanted to note, we saw his brother earlier, Nicolas, on display. Sensational play. But not a lot of people know his opponent on stream earlier. If you guys were watching, there was a Shao Kahn player named Max. If you guys go back into the, I don't know, the year 2013, if you got a time machine, or if you've been around as long as us dinosaurs, GGA Max from back in the day, that was the Bane player. That was the Bane of most people's existence.
The Baraka from
2013
MK9 too.
Oh,
Wait, one of the only Baraka players in Mortal Kombat 9. How about that?
Yeah, there was an OG that not a lot of people in the current age know about. And how fitting is it that we're here in Chicago and we get someone like him. Guys, welcome. This is Combo Breaker 2022. It's Mortal Kombat 11. Catch up, it's been too long. I'm just happy to be here alongside you. And we got some players that have been playing out of their mind. Even the last couple of matches on stream. I know the last block I was on, these matches for top 32, just for top 32. Last hit, last round. And these Kotal players ain't playing. It was both Turkey and Aztec that put on some nasty performances in a couple of those last ones I saw.
Hey man, look.
I'm not being biased or anything.
It has been a fair old while since we've been in this situation. Yes, we did have CEO. We have had other offline events. But I think that this really is one of the first times since the pandemic happened that it's a real shark tank full of players. Like, everyone in this bracket tends to be pretty damn good. So at the end of the day, everyone's hungry. Everyone has missed this. So ultimately, no pun intended.
Hey.
I'm hilarious. Everyone's looking to get that #1 spot because it's been so long. It counts almost more than ever because we're back.
And it's like the wild, wild west. We don't know what the shape of current competitive MK11 offline is. We simply don't. We've only seen it a couple of times. We saw it a couple of times across the seas. We saw it at CEO, and that's it as far as information that we got. The rest we're taking from the online world, but how's that going to translate here? And in these two sets of pools, get ready for some gross names. We got the likes of Honeybee in here, K7 show off Woozy. Your brother Mustard's in here.
He is.
Oh, Don, he's going to be pressing some buttons.
I'm excited to see how Mustard does, purely because for me and him, this whole weekend, it's a vacation. We haven't played in tournaments in God knows how long.
And these guys entered like 17 tournaments.
We did. Hey, look, we were in bloody Raw top 8 yesterday. It was great. I got 5th, he got 4th. He beat me out of the tournament. That's great. Some things never change. But my point is, this is a vacation, man. We're here to have fun. We're here to have a good time. I am going to be using all purple Pain Rain today.
Ooh.
Will I go 0-2? I guess that remains to be seen. I'll blame the move if I do.
There you go.
Easy.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it here in the MK community, if you guys don't know. If you lost, it wasn't your fault.
Never.
All right, so I think this might be, not the first pool, but this might be from the second pool. Is one of these players Fudgems?
Well, we're about to find out.
I'm trying to recognize these guys, but let's find out. I do see a collector on screen,
like,
which has got me excited.
So, I need to be completely honest here. We're all wearing masks for obvious reasons. I'm bad with player names anyway.
Yes.
So I very much spent this weekend kind of just relying on stream graphics to get me through.
If you guys would like to walk in our shoes for a minute, I'll break it down for you. It is really hard to tell who people are even walking around the venue. And you'll catch yourself staring at someone for quite a while, or someone staring at you, just trying to you see them trying to figure out if you are who.
I mean, normally that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Someone staring at you for ages.
It's almost become normal here.
I know why.
Yeah.
But it looks like we'll be jumping into our first match momentarily. Whether we're going in with the same characters, I'm not sure. That might have just been a button check.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of mind games between the players at the button check, picking a completely different character. VGY showing us the Shao Kahn, just baiting us, man.
No, he always does. He's the world's best Shao Kahn that doesn't use Shao Kahn.
Cabal.
I say that all the time.
Ooh, Cabal and Collector are going to be the choices, though. Our first Collector on stream here for Combo Breaker. Cabal has been, dare I say, running through these streets so far this tournament. And there's going to be a whole lot more because we got Scorpion Prox in here. I think both of the brothers have Cabals. We got Ludi running through. We got Kerbalicious. A lot of people bringing the Cabal here for Combo Breaker. Considered such a strong character that we've seen develop over the last couple of years online. Become a menace.
this is one of the first times we've actually seen a character rise to power online before we saw them really thrive offline. And I find that to be a really interesting dynamic because, look, Netcode's fantastic. Shouts to all the community members, you know, I'm sitting right next to one of them that runs all these different tournaments. Like, this is, at the end of the day, Cabal is a character that if you watched Combo Breaker offline a few years ago and now you're watching it, this is not the same Cabal.
No, it is not. These guys are bringing the thunder. Jaygeorgem, one little execution error. I mean, it was a hit away from already half-life and Buufhmaster here, and he's going to not have the execution second time around. He does for 383.
Already seeing a little bit of familiarity. I do wonder if the button.
Oh.
It's too late now. The game started.
That.
It's too late.
That is unfortunate. What was the button check for? I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll be the one to say it, Ketchup.
Well, look. This could be the discretion of the players. There's always a possibility that maybe Jaygeorgem is going to be like, we just started, let's run it. In theory...
Or was that still a button check? That could be the mix-up on top of the mix-up.
There's no way that was a button check. The days of NRS button checks like that, I thought they died with Injustice 1.
Oh, they should have. And they did.
You know?
For the most part.
They did. They did. Oh, what's going on?
All right.
Come on, guys. I haven't been
Checking those
commentating MK11 offline like this in 3 years. We're back. And players are still messing around with their buttons. We're going to get the forbidden third button check. Something
I'm going to assume
never change.
I'm going to assume it's going to be a 1-0, but we'll see what the ruling is here.
I don't know.
I like that mask. Is that Shao Kahn with some swords?
I think it's just a skull.
Oh.
Collected.
Either way, it's dope.
Run out of stuff to talk about now.
This is, and he's representing, it looks like S-Tier Gaming Company. I'm pretty sure that I recognize that logo, so let's go. We saw what the Cabal was capable of, but if the buttons weren't right for Buff here, then that might explain a couple of things there in game one.
I wonder if stream can hear that.
Could the stream hear the players right there?
There is a microphone.
Oh yeah,
slightly bit. I wasn't.
That's why I got hit. I couldn't block.
Well, to be fair, that makes a lot more sense. But I mean, right there.
Hey,
anyway,
this is the Mortal Kombat where that is, you know, it's not the most needed button. I feel.
Hey man, we already started things off with that 4-4 looking good. And of course, the good trade. Able to chase it down with the forward 3. Good choice too.
7,222 frames of hit advantage on that trade. My goodness. And he gets shimmied by the 1-1-1. That's going to be a lot of damage. Back to the corner. Oh, dropped it early. I cursed him.
You did. The one of many potential curses to go. Not going to need to overcommit to that one. Opponent caught in the air. Knows it. Happy to let it rock. Teleport out the corner. Ooh!
Such a smart teleport. Looked like on reaction, and you rarely see Cabal get punished for landing on the ground.
Didn't get enough of a forward dash there for the forward 1. That up 3. Actually, against Collector at that health, that up 3 was risky business. That could have been, like, actually completely unbreakable.
Because this character can hit you, restand you, mix you into death.
And with the Relic Lure, too. Gotta watch out for that one. Definitely one of the strongest armored attacks that belongs to one of the most underutilized characters.
And it's one of the most obscure things to block in MK11. Talk about weird intersection, baby. Now go for the armor break. But still what a lead that Jaygeorgem has right now, and he's just picking up where he left off from the proverbial secondary button check that we had in the previous game. Only got touched one time, and that's going to be all that he is going to take here in game number 1. Nearly a flawless victory to get started.
Overall, a very comfortable first game, really. In this situation now, looking for the immediate rematch, but nothing exceptionally push out there. Just a really good Cabal, and you can see what we were trying to see there with some Collector, but I feel like just getting locked down almost by the jump balls. I mean, we've seen this matchup a fair few times before.
Yeah, I want to see some Relic Lure shenanigans starting. To go for the reset? No. Just cashing out that damage. What? Okay.
That's the greatest reset I ever did see.
There's Ron Nomad Dash anywhere on the screen, but he did it in his face. Animalistic.
Oh!
And then he got the mistake away. Oh no, Buufhmaster, this is falling apart. And just like the previous round, if that's going to be Chip, and indeed it is, history has repeated itself.
Unfortunately, just a little bit all over the place for Buufhmaster so far. I mean, you can see what he's trying to do. He's just, that whip. That whip punish. I mean, yeah, gotta watch out for that one. But it feels like there's a game plan here, but it's just not very refined at the moment. That's a little bit struggling with it.
Yeah, and you never know if all it's going to take is one nice little combo or sequence, and 9 times out of 10, that mace is going to anti-air you, but he threads the needle through it to apply the pressure once more. And Buufhmaster, I think he just needs a hit. Get him standing. Relic Lore? No. The call-out by Jaygeorgem.
Oh, we haven't seen it at least. Relic Lore, the kind of move that a lot of collector players, I think, they like to knowledge check you with it, don't they? They like to just do it on block, low poke into it or something, just kind of see if your opponent's familiar.
Hold it, let it rip. You never know. But
hold it. All
Jaygeorgem to start this match, though.
Very much so. But when you're in this position, I mean, what do you do, really? I think the biggest thing that's going a little bit skew so far is just doesn't seem particularly comfortable. To be fair, I mean, Kabal is that kind of character.
He makes you uncomfortable. He almost
about
forces you to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's the game plan.
Kabal.
I was in the crowd with Kerbalicious when last time Kabal was on stream, right before the break, and we were talking. He's like, against Kabal, you just have to let him do his stuff and then take your turn. Most cases than not. You don't want to try to anti-air a lot of these shenanigans. One jump kick can be the death of you. That's 30 to 40 guaranteed. Have a nice day. So you got to weather the storm, and he's the perfect test of patience for a player. And so maybe just weather the storm a little bit, take your turn, and now he can take his turn with some better buttons at least with those mids that Cassie possesses.
Yeah, going in with the character change. Cassie, once upon a time, wasn't a terrible character to use against Kabal, but that was before the days of air dash.
Yes,
that was
indeed.
before Ultimate. That was before we saw, well, the move that almost every Kabal uses these days. So,
what is she able to do about that buzzsaw in particular if she's only got the low shot that's available? Okay, is there a jump one? No conversion. No. And that was a cheeky punish of the amplified low shot. Knew that she was going to go away. Okay, there's some damage. Let's go, Buufhmaster.
Looking for the counter hit crushing blow, and you get counter hit crushing blow.
Ready to get started. Nice buttons.
All right, bit of a forward four stagger game. It's time to get reintroduced. Looking a little bit like Jaygeorgem. Just needs to get more familiar with this character, you know.
Oh, forbidden strings too.
Hey, look.
I think
there's a lot of knowledge checking in too.
I might have gotten hit. Gets the breakaway. Oh, keeping it airborne. Buufhmaster probably read a stagger the 4-2, and he's gonna get shimmy. That's gonna be certain death on a 950. He may not even come off the fatal blow. Woo! Listen. What could have been right there, catch up. I love the decision making, but he wasn't confident in read behind it. Did he punish? No. He's still alive. Unbelievable. And the buzzsaw is gonna do it, putting Jaygeorgem on a match point. But we see Master coming to life a little bit here. That's what we like to see.
Character change. I mean, with it will bring a bit of a style change. Collector and Cassie couldn't play any more opposite from each other. So I suppose there is an element of being, hey look, you're fighting my Cassie, you're also fighting a different player. Now that's almost what it must feel like so far. Doesn't manage to get the 1-1-1 with punish, but so close to taking that first round. Just gotta keep your head in the game, keep it going. Jump in. Ooh, he's always looking for those whip punishes. Jaygeorgem is always ready.
And you never know if he's going to follow that in with the aerial pressure or that buzzsaw. And Cassie's not going to be able to do much about that. Again, only having the low shot, not the best anti-air options. And being a 950 character, Kabal hurts a little bit extra on Daughter Cage. And that's a problem.
Critical moment here for Buufhmaster. Got to make something happen, but 1 bar of offensive meter, yeah, the fatal blows here, but you need to really secure it in this kind of matchup. Oh, doesn't commit! The throw tech, the last lifeline here for Buufhmaster.
Oh no! There's a conversion to end it. Jaygeorgem looking so comfortable in that matchup. You saw him kind of beautifully stay at a range outside of Cassie's normals where Jump Buzzsaw was just going to harass and nothing Cassie was going to be able to do about it. And he just stayed at that range for the rest of that round. Even when he got hit, he made sure to back up, put himself back in that safe spot, and abused it perfectly.
Conquer.
A good 3-0 victory, and that's how you get started here at Combo Breaker. And I see it was Sunio walking up to this stage right now.
Sunio is a player that once Ultimate landed, Sunio found his comfort zone. Because Sunio is always been a player that likes to favor those kind of range control characters, space, zoning, Stream Chat's favorite game plan.
Yeah, I can't even imagine the comments right now. But
remember, before that happened, we would see he would play Kitana, he'd play Next Gen Jackie, he was mostly known for. He played a little bit of RoboCop when RoboCop came out, but RoboCop before Ultimate definitely had inferior variations to the ones that you can pick now. I mean, it's kind of like, the noob Cybots, the Sindels, became better with Ultimate because you can now put stuff together more ideally. So what happened is, Ultimate happens, and now Sunio is in a position where he can go, right,